The charges under NPS are defined by PFRDA, are available in the npst.org.in website. Go to this link, subscribers under npst.org.in, and go to this link, charges under NPS. So NPS has lot of intermediaries. CRA means Central Record Keeping Agency, POP means point of presence, trustee bank, custodian, pension funds, PF means pension funds, and NPST. CRA account opening charges 40 rupees or 18 rupees. If you opt for Carvi as a CRA, then the charges are between 4 rupees to 39.36 rupees. Then there are annual maintenance charges, per transaction charges. At the time of opening the account, there are some charges, 200 rupees. Subsequent contribution, there are charges. So let me explain the charges one by one. So in PS, as I told you, it's a low cost product. There are various charges for POPs, CRAs, and there is a charge for persistency also, which is payable to POPs. POPs are nothing but the point of presence. They are the agents or the banks or non-banks. They help the subscribers in opening the account. And there are charges for pension funds, which are managing the funds of the subscribers. Then the custodian charges, who keeps custody of the securities. Then the NPST. So they oversee all the intermediaries. There is a charges for NPST also. So in case subscriber opens account through POP's point of presence, so subscribers can be of age between 18 to 65 years. He can open NPS account, and there are digital channels also available, made available by PFRDA, which is called eNPS. So if the account is opened through POP, you can open through banks where you have a bank account, or you can also open the account through non-banks like brokerage firms, which are also registered with PFRDA. So you can open the account either physically by giving the physical form, or you can also open the account through digital. Banks, mostly they are opening the account through net banking, which is coming under digital. So in digital channel, there is another alternate digital channel, which is eNPS. There are two modes. Again, you can open the account through Aadhaar by giving your Aadhaar data, or you can open the account through your PAN and bank account. So the Aadhaar channel is the cheapest, so there is no cost involved in opening the account. Here also 200 rupees charges is payable to the bank. So in case of Aadhaar, it is nil. So once account is opened, you contribute money. So for depositing contribution, there are basically three modes. So you can visit any POP, not only the POP through which you have opened the account, or you can go to the digital channel, which is eNP. This is online. Through credit card or PAN bank account, you can deposit money, or DRemit, direct remittance. So here you can create a virtual account number and directly you can put money there. So if you are going for POP channel, the investments will happen on T+2 days. For example, today POP you are paying, so in 2 days the money will be invested. Here the charges are 0.25% of the contributions, minimum 20 rupees, maximum 25,000 rupees. In case of eNPS, same subscriber can also come to eNPS. Here charges are little bit less. They have to pay 0.1% of the contribution, minimum 10 rupees, maximum 10,000 rupees. So in eNPS, in addition to these charges 0.1%, there are other charges also, the payment gateway. Because in eNPS, you are paying the money through a payment gateway. Currently, the payment gateway service is provided by BillDesk. So, for payment gateway, if you are making the payment through your bank account, through net banking, or through debit card, there is no charges involved. But you can also pay contribution through credit card. If you are paying through credit card, then 0.75% of the contribution value you have to pay as payment gateway service charges. Or you can also pay through UPI, Unified Payment Interface. Here the charges are nil. And the third and most popular channel is DRemit, and here the investments are happening on the same day, it is T+0. Whereas in case of through POP and eNPS, the investments are happening on T+2 days. Here there is no charges. So here you pay 0.25%, in eNPS you pay 0.1%, but in DRemit there is no additional charges. This is highly beneficial to subscribers. So DRemit, you have to create virtual account number for the PRAN number. Then persistent charges. So the POPs which are sourcing the accounts, once the account is opened after 6 months, if there is a contribution is collected for rupees 1000 or more, then there is a persistence charge of 50 rupees per annum is payable to POP. This is additional charge to the subscribers. There is one important intermediary as far as NPS is concerned, which is CRA or Central Record Keeping Agency. So there are two CRAs as of now. One is NSDL, then other CRA is KFin Technology. So if you are opening the account through NSDL, then there is account opening charges between 18 rupees to 40 rupees. So 18 rupees is if you are opting for e-PRAN card. So if you open an account, then the CRA provides you some PRAN card, permanent retirement account number card. So it is similar to your PAN card. So if you are opting for physical PRAN card, then you have to pay 40 rupees. But if you are opting for digital PRAN card through email, you get it. So you have to pay only 18 rupees. So the choice is for the subscriber whether to pay 18 rupees or 40 rupees. So in case of KFin Technology, the charges are between 4 rupees or 39.36 rupees. So 4 rupees is payable to KFin Technology if the subscriber opts for e-PRAN card. And in case they opt for physical PRAN card, then they have to pay 39.36. In addition to account opening charges, there is an annual maintenance charges also, because they keep the account. For that they collect some AMC. So in the case of NSDL, 95 rupees is the charges payable. In case of KFin Technology, the charges are 57.63 rupees. In addition to AMC and account opening, there is a transaction fee also. So each transaction, whether you deposit money or you carry out some kind of transaction, non-financial transaction in the CRA related to your PRAN or NPS account, there is a charge of 3.75 rupees as far as NSDL is concerned. Per transaction 3.75. So in your PRAN account, if you pay 5 contributions in a year at the rate of 5,000 rupees per transaction, so you will be paying 5 times of 3.75 rupees. So close to some 16-17 rupees you will be paying. In case of KFin Technology, the transaction fee is 3.36 rupees. Now we spoke about the charges in absolute number, but now there are other intermediaries as far as NPS is concerned. The major 3 intermediaries are custodians and pension funds and NPST. In case of custodian, they recover charges at the rate of 0.0032%. So it's in percentage terms. If I convert this 0.0032 in terms of value, for example, in your account you deposit a lakh rupees, so the charges will be 3 rupees 20 paise. For pension funds which is managing this 1 lakh rupees, they recover charges at the rate of 0.01%. So which comes somewhere around 10 rupees for a lakh rupees. So NPST, which is overseeing all these intermediaries for better performance, so they also recover some charges at the rate of 0.005%. So it is equivalent to rupees 5 for a lakh rupees of investment. So non-financial transactions, for example, you want to change the nomination, or you want to change the address, or you want to change the choice of investment or fund managers, then you will be approaching the your POPs for carrying out, and you can also do many of the things online also. But if you are visiting the POPs for carrying out all these transactions, then the POPs will be charging 20 rupees per transaction. These are all called as non-financial transactions. So thank you for watching Learn by Choice. Please visit Learn by Choice for more and more videos.